All right, y'all. Let's start this disaster not happening.
It's the beginning of the end, folks. Here we are, closing ceremonies for Nightmare Nights Dallas 2015. Boy, howdy, what a year it's been.
So, thank you guys for coming out.
She really wants to get on that mic. We have had a ton of fun this weekend, and I hope you guys have made a lot of new friends.
Who's going to tire out first?
Well,
Are you offering that to me or to her?
so just to give you guys some hard numbers, we've had a very good weekend for our charity, St. Jude Children's Medical Research Center. It's in Memphis, Tennessee. According to last night's tally, we raised $13,500.
Now, that is before Full Papers, who did not realize that pass the hat was figurative, passed hat. And so we've got quite a bit more to tack onto that.
Not to mention that Carter Palooza raised $240, so that was cool. Hope that seemed like a lot of fun. And through the calendar sales and button sales, y'all managed to raise $2,700 for Bronies for Good. Bronies Thank You Fund. They are distinct entities. I screwed up.
Brony, thank you, fun. So keep that in mind for the What Can We Do Better panel immediately following.
Make Chef Sandy word better. Well, attendance-wise, it seems we had between 1,550 and 1,600 attendees, according to everything that I can dredge up.
I'm going to update the spreadsheet right now.
Yep.
Allow me to explain.
Live updates to the PonyCons app. How exciting. Yay.
Woo.
Data points.
Yay! Numbers organized in columns and rows.
Yes.
I will not apologize. I think it's awesome.
Aren't you getting your degree in the humanities?
Yeah, so I have to get the nerdiness out elsewhere.
It doesn't pay, so...
The number of spreadsheets I've made sort of tracking important dates in the research I'm doing, it's, yeah.
Okay.
You can always find a place in your life for spreadsheets. Have you accepted spreadsheets into your heart?
As everyone in those chairs has realized before you, apparently, I just make this crap up as I go.
We wing it all day, every day. So one thing we'd like to do is say thank you to our guests who are still here. There's a few of them left. Most of them have moseyed off back to the airport, but we do have a few that have stuck around and are going to come on and say hi. Got Trina Hadley, Ishi Riddell, Marika Hendricks, and
Hey,
DJ
guys.
Garnica. I want to say thank these guys for sticking around and saying hi at closing ceremonies. Hope you guys had a fun time here in Texas and didn't get too much meat.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Yes.
Oh,
We hope you
I
had a
ate
good
all the
time and didn't
meat.
eat too much meat.
It was amazing. Thanks for hosting us, guys. We had such a great time. Yeah.
We had a blast. Thank you.
It was great having you guys down. It was very gracious of you. And so now you have the full Texas experience. Meat, adult beverages. You'll get a Stetson on your way out. You'll pick that up at customs.
Thunderstorms.
If you come back, they will in fact fit you for boots. Yeah, see? You got the Stetson in I think year 2 and the boots this year.
Year 4, they give you a bolo tie.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wait.
Cannot wait to see Foley in a string tie and suede elbows on his tweed jacket.
We'll have to talk about that. right. And now the cool, interesting people have wandered off the stage, and now it's just Bob and I.
Everybody, let's go.
Yep. And that's it.
Don't
for,
have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah, for those of you also who've seen me on panels or introducing Bob, don't you always stand and pace? Up until a point.
Yeah.
That's
Normally
the
we
White
wouldn't
Sox tonight.
Normally we wouldn't be sitting down, but man, I've done at least 5 miles a day since the start of the con. Yeah, exciting times, huh? My knees are killing me. So, I mean, what else you got, Bob? You told them the numbers, told them the attendance.
Sort
it's
of,
all
yeah.
good.
Did you guys hear the attendance numbers? We don't have monitor speakers, so our guess is as good. You know, like we have no idea what you hear. Did you guys hear him announce attendance? No. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
1550 to 1600. So, good
Now,
growth. Good growth.
That sounds confusing. Allow me to explain. And some of you veterans will like start smirking knowingly any minute now. Different conventions count their attendance in different ways. So what we do is we count physical human beings we have physically handed a badge to,
Physically.
and then we subtract out our guests of honor because,
We're not real people.
right,
You're special
Right.
people.
right, you're just spreadsheets full of revenue to us, and
And cost.
right.
Perfect timing.
And yes, and then our staff, because all their badges cost them is like 48 hours of work over 3 days, and thus we. You want me to say what? It. Say what? Say what? A pause. Oh crud! They're streaming this. Okay. Did not realize that before that moment. But here's where the confusion is. We know we handed like 3 badges to some people, and we know what our badge supplies say. So, in that neighborhood, my money's on 1560.
Sure, why not? I mean, the bottom line is that, how much money is left in the bank in the end, really. And the good news is hey, we have a lot of that. So
Wow, that
we're
sounded
also
like
going to say
bragging.
that we will
St. Jude
be
has a lot of that.
back.
Are there dates that I can put on the spreadsheet?
Unfortunately, not yet. We had a 2.
That's fair.
We're still going to go to the Londoner every Sunday. You know that. No, we're going to go to the Londoner tonight. We can't miss a Sunday. They'll think we died.
You might be right.
So, yes, the good news is we will be back for 2016. And we had a 2-year contract with this hotel, and we're going to be talking to some folks here and maybe looking around. We may be back here, we may not. No guarantees, but other than we will be back.
I was aiming for Steve, sorry.
Don't abuse our high rollers. So, yeah.
He's coming back.
Yeah, true. So, yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot planned. We're all really, really tired, and our AV crew is like, yo, wrap it up. We got to tear down.
Well, some thank yous.
Some thank yous, yes, very much. So thank you, first of all, to Karen Padilla, our VIPR. Thank you to, who's not here? She's not here. My AV master, Zyro, here, and his amazing AV crew.
Get up here.
He does not. And to Ratchet and Trip and everybody else on the AV team whose name I don't necessarily know because I'm terrible and tired.
Everyone turn and bask in their awesomeness.
Yes, they.
So that guy over there, you've never had a chance to meet. That's Spaz.
Yep, he's right. And then also thanks to PVL for doing our stream. They run up through streamup.com, so thanks to Marksman for making that happen.
Thank you, Mr. Eagle. What a way to go out with making sure you have absolutely no regrets about quitting streaming. We're here for you, man.
So thank you to our comptroller, Jen. Thank you to, goodness, there's so many names that I'm
Mark is
drawing.
sitting there making significant eye contact. Are
Mark
we ignoring him on
Spence.
purpose?
There he is over there. He's our registration head. He and his crew help give you your badges. I am helping with that.
Including our incredibly exclusive hand-signed ones when the badge printer went down.
That was my fault, though. Also, mega huge ultra thanks to Jason Knight. Oh my goodness, this dude is an angel. He handled our charity. He's the guy who was sitting up here when Bob was pacing around for like forever, letting you know what charity auctions, and he was handling the vendor hall. He's probably still in there. I don't see him here.
Yeah, he is.
Dude is awesome, and he's ours. You can't have him.
In year one, he volunteered to run a Texas Hold'em tournament for charity. And we're like, wow, that was great. We'll make you our charity auction director. And then he did that. And I'm like, so have you got enough to do? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, well, how about running the dealer's room? Okay. So what are we going to hand him next year? Like, he's
Make him
gone from
chairman.
nothing to 1 to 2. We've got to come up with the third department.
The Coco co-chair. Also, our security team has been fantastic this year. Featherprop and Leatherneck and all the other dudes whose names, again, I'm omitting.
Wally in the back there.
Wally in the back. Our medic team.
Hey, Buck.
Hey, Buck, for sure. Also, thanks to Rattletrap, who handled our awesome, fantastic... I mentioned him. I see him. He's hiding. Very stealthy. Very important. Rattletrap, who did our awesome cosplay contest. We had some fantastic participation this year. Some great costumes. I was really happy. And she's back. And, yeah, sorry.
He was thanking Rattletrap, our cosplay contest head.
I
We're
can't-
mumbly and tired.
Yes, I am tired.
So yes, Leatherneck, who everyone thinks is our head of security, he's
Get up here,
highly
man.
visible, shall we say.
Very intense.
You would never guess that this man is a former Marine, would you? Ever? Exactly.
Let's see.
Featherprop, our actual head of security, is quiet. No one notices him. He's like our secret police.
He could be right behind you. Let's see. Also, Ashmead over there is a registration second. He's very helpful. You know, we have so many awesome people on our staff, and I don't know everybody's name right now. I'm really tired, but I have to say thank you to every last one of them. And if I've forgotten anybody, Bob, please chime in. Help me. Help, please. Full papers.
But I'm sitting
He's
right...
just
We're
this
saving
guy.
them for next.
You know, moderator for life. There's no escaping. It's in your contract. You signed it in blood.
That's what you needed that for? I just thought you were hungry.
Well, the blood moon was a special occasion, but you know.
Good leech joke there, buddy. And thanks for bringing us all candy.
Okay. How long? Okay. So after we wrap this up, and this is incentive for us to hurry it up so you guys can, you know, have interesting content. We are doing a surprise dead dog dance.
It's going to be
A dead dog dance after party. So there'll be music, and there's going to be a DJ and oonts, and you can deafen yourselves after this. Well,
Not to distract y'all from the What Can We Do Better panel at
the
all.
What We Can Do Better panel, which is after this, is actually going to be over in the Oak Ballroom. So South Side over there. You've been there, I'm sure.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I haven't. I'm
ahead.
going to get around to thanking you eventually.
No, well...
It'll happen.
But I want to thank you two first. I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank everyone, really. I still don't really understand what it is that I do. And I'm not just I'm not being like faux humble there. I don't get it. I did one panel on mythology once, and then, yeah, thank you, Bob. I did one panel on mythology, and then this guy, you know, asks me to come and host stuff, and now I'm hosting a ton of different stuff, and it's... Well, I mean, it's incredibly fun, but it's a real privilege to get to play a part in this con, which involves so many people working so hard to bring everyone such joy, and to get to play a part in making some happy memories for people. It means a lot to me. So I want to say thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for allowing me to play that part. Thank you all.
Are you finished? Allow me to retort. Okay. So you smuggle Kinder eggs into the country for my daughter. Very important. Don't see anyone who looks like custom.
Yeah, if anyone works for...
Everyone appears to have a sense of humor. 2, let's be honest, you totally class the joint up.
It's the hat.
3, think about it. He's the only one on every panel, right? Like, think about it. Right? He's there at opening ceremonies, and then for the everyone panel where we have all our guests of honor, he moderates that, and he moderates the VA's panel, and he moderates the writers panel, and he moderates the artists panel, and blah, blah, da, da, da. Right? Like, you're on more panels than everybody else. Anyone else?
Turns out you're actually the star of the show.
Yeah, who knew?
Surprise.
And he flies himself over here from Blighty,
I have
and then he's
emails.
embarrassed because we pay for his hotel. Like, seriously, no, I'm not making this part up. I need to signal when I'm not being sarcastic, and I'm not being sarcastic. He's like, are you sure? Are you sure you can pay for a room?
I
Yeah.
Happily pay.
Yeah, I can just sleep in your back seat. No. No, it's
There's
okay.
bathtubs in every room.
Well, as you said, I'm a humanities student. I'm going to end up living in a van anyway. I should get used to it
right.
now.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
I'm realistic about my career opportunities. I'm doing classics, for crying out loud.
Right. My STEM, 2 degrees in STEM wife is just nodding grimly. All right. Now, there are 2 groups you cannot have a convention without, right? You can't have a convention without the vendors. Really, that would be bad, right?
Kind of boring.
And you can't have a convention without the attendees. You can do without just about everybody else if you think about it, right? As long as people are willing to show up and other people are willing to sell them stuff, you've got a convention. Right? Like, it may be tin cans and string instead of a nice setup, but it's still a convention. What was that? DashCon, absolutely. Excellent example.
You also need a ball pit for that. So yes, thank every one of you guys for showing up this weekend, braving the monsoon that we had very briefly. And we had some super dedicated folks who drove from 7 to 14 hours from South Texas. People who took 14 hours from Houston. We had a guy bring his son. We had a family with 2 kids that brought them from San Antonio. It took them 7 hours just because of the weather. So some of you guys are incredibly dedicated. We are super, super honored that you guys do that. So thank you.
On a related note, we need much better names for hurricanes. Patricia does not sound intimidating. Right? Oh, don't worry about it. Old Patricia will never hurt you. Right? Right? Well, I mean, Hurricane Sandy. That happened.
I actually worked over the Northeast pretty good.
I just kind of assumed that was named after Haas, not you.
Oh.
Did we thank the vendors, though? The second group of... Did we?
Well,
Where was I for
I
that?
thought it was implicit in my,
Yeah.
you can't have a con without the vendors.
Well-
and then the vendors celebrating, they recognized us.
Oh, okay.
we love the vendors.
Folks who came to the panel
We're
that must not
almost
be
like
named last night will know that things tend to get explicit around me. So, explicit thanks to all of the vendors who made the con
Yes.
possible.
We're not thanking him again just because he showed up now. If you feel like
What?
applauding, yeah, there's the slow
Here we
fade.
go. Come on. Yeah.
All right. See, he showed up, no node. All right. So, yeah, it occurred to me a few days ago that vendors are like the migrant workers of geekdom, right? They travel from place to place in family units, and sometimes they get paid and sometimes they don't. Right? But, yeah, we couldn't do this without them. That's taking a pretty big risk.
At least initially.
Yeah. Of course, so is starting a convention. So, yeah, I always love that everyone gets this question, right? Writers at every writer panel, and some of you guys were in there, always get asked, well, how did you become a writer? How can I do this? This is exciting. Or you ask the artists the same thing, or you ask the VAs the same thing, or we get, how do I start a con? And like, what you're saying is, what you do inspires me. Your art inspires me, or your acting inspires me, or your writing is incredible, and it really touches me. And like what we hear is, how can I take your job?
They want it? Joke's on you.
Right.
All right.
And so, yeah, you asked this on day 1 and day 2, and everyone is like, oh, they give you an answer. And, by now, if someone's like, well, how do I start a con? I will hand you this microphone. Right? You get the microphone, you get the beard badge, and
Offer not actually valid.
you're
Void and prohibited. We're on this ride together, Bob. We are lashed to the wheel. No escape. All right.
Yeah, there's not. There's not. I was going to say, I was going to kind of joke about what's more binding, like our partnership or my wife and mine. I'm realized, like, she might kill me, but you could sue. And trust me when I know which one is more painful.
Aha. All right. Well,
Yeah, we do. As we mentioned, some money is still trickling in for charity. And lo and behold, for all you've been staring at this, wondering, why is Best Pony on stage? Turn in your badge on your way out so I can make sure to look for that fandom name. Thank you. So, it says Applejack is Best Pony, parenthesis, kind of, close parenthesis. And we have a signature. And I kind of suspect it's KP a lots, but I'm not entirely positive.
It is KP.
All right. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out who wants it most by playing a numbers game.
You
Now-
said we were going to make them fight to the death.
We turned in our keys. I can't lock the doors anymore.
Bread and circuses.
Oh, you want it the most, honey? Trust and believe Daddy when I say I can try, but it's not going to happen. Daddy is keenly aware of our bank account, Smooch. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna play us a numbers game. Do we have a square reader still handy? Are we're gonna play
Yes.
cash on? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So yep, we'll take credit cards. Worry about it later. That's future use problem. So rather, because I'm tired and I probably can't judge accurately, just the starting bid will be the first number somebody shouts out. 100 it is. By the way, that was a binding bid for $100.
200.
So, if someone said 2, you're going to bid 2 on AJ?
Gentleman right over here.
The hat's going to his head, no pun intended. All right, so current winning bid is $200. You can overbid it, and not only will you get AJ, and not only will a lot of money go to St. Jude, you can pretty much hose Foley. Like, that's a triple win, is what that is.
Make me look bad, because, yeah, it's so difficult to do that.
I'm not shy about going for the low-hanging fruit, Foley. So, 200. We are at 200 for the KP a lot signed Best Pwn AJ. And by the way, if you'd like a closer look, just holler and you can get one. Who wants it more than Foley? Or who just wants to embarrass him? Or who wants to overbid him in the hopes that he bids again and you don't actually wind up with it? Who's it going to be? Did I hear 220? That was with a shot. 200 going once. It's going to be the world's shortest auction. Well, since Steve Streza bid 3,000 on Leakfish's print last year and basically just dropped the mic on everyone. So,
I hear this Applejack is cursed.
I keep forgetting about how much he loves cursed items. Okay. Yeah. Cursed with the lack of episodes.
Well, I mean, I missed the charity auction, so this is my last chance to bid on something and give some money to St. Jude's.
Yeah, I noticed you missed that. Okay.
All right.
All alone, up on stage. Oh, I won't be there for the start of it, but I'll be there by the end.
Can I bid against myself?
No. 200 is
210,
fine.
220.
All right.
Thank you. The stage lights make everyone an amorphous blob. Friendly amorphous blobs. 225.
250.
That was quick. 250.
300.
Oh.
It's Sunday. I'm tired. I can't help myself. Can I get 350? We're at 300.
I think she's telling you to wrap it up, Bob.
Yeah, Daddy, are we going home in a minute? Do you know how long a minute is? Are you sure you do? Because I was going to say yes if the answer is no. It's like that? Yeah, we're going home in about like that. Because by then you will be asleep and you won't know. Okay. So again, we're at 300, going once. This is the time pressure. 300 going twice.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow. Okay. Let's see if custom stops him with this.
No, you're going in the wrong direction. I'm going over there to pay. You're taking that to her.
Oh.
Your daughter.
I believe you have been told, sir.
Now watch my credit card bounce.
Well,
I'll let you be Big Spoon. So,
Goodness.
well, I'm kind of torn because I want to let him give the AJ to my daughter himself so he gets the hug. But then he made my wife cry, so I've kind of got those Texas guy instincts going. I'm not really sure here. Because right now, she's like, well, I can see who can provide better for the family. And he sounds a lot cooler. And he can get a hold of Jenna Coleman's standees. Yeah.
Can I do one more thing?
Okay. Come on up.
Do I get to drop the mic?
I'm sure no.
No. No, I'm getting a no from the AV people. I have too much respect for them. I will slowly put the mic on the stage, and we're going to pretend that that's as cool, okay?
And we can all go,
No.
oh, wait.
Drop that mic. Oh, the Shaw 58. Ah, right, our corporate overlords. This was also on my bucket list.
Oh! 'Oh! 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 No, thank you.
Brings lunch over a lot, right?
Yeah.
Sandy brings over lunch a lot, so she's got to have it.
Now she's got to do a victory lap.
Well, I'm done. She's not, but I'm done. So, let's split, as I said. So, let's split this thing up. For those of you wanting to get one last party on, although at this point all I can manage would be emo swaying.
Shoegaze, look at our...
Let's get some Joy Division going. For those of you who find the cure too sunny, there's Joy Division.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
So, yeah, 30 minutes in here. If you would prefer to tell us what we can do better, which is the politest way we can think of to put it, you don't need to be hugging me. You need to be hugging the guy in the hat. He gave it to you. Oh, yes, oh. If you want to tell us what we can do better, then we are going to head over to the Oaks over there. What was the small panel and large panel rooms? And you can tell us what you need us to change. We can talk about it, have a little back and forth, all right? We'll see you over there. And guys, for those of you doing neither, thank you so much for coming out this year. You got to figure we'll be October 21st to 23rd next year. That's how the calendar falls out. The Crown has already blocked out that weekend for us. We're going to see what some other hotels have to say. But that's our weekend, I imagine.
That's the
We're not going
goal.
to keep anyone away from the real Halloween.
Yeah.
So, because candy, man. So, you can't. You can have it 2 weekends in a row, though. So, thank you guys again for coming out. We could not do it without every one of you. Thank you, thank you. And we hope to see you next year.
Thank you again.